known for the infamous, like, leaving the owner's box and coming down to the sidelines and firing guys after the game. And, now, and this is National Football League. Look at last year, Jacksonville who's been stepping up the challenges all season. Now with 8 interceptions. It's the time. It comes your way. Next. First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. There we go, Week 13 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gardner, and Charles, we look at this Lions team entering. But the coat is all black, right? So you're saying the Panthers check out the NFL franchise responded to this guys. Stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Field just outside the goal line. And we'll get it up across the 20 to the 21 line. Jacksonville's offense tries out here for the first time. Number 16. Now his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. They're going to stack him up right back to line of scrimmage. Calling one gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. I can't remember what it is. But there is a specific kind of cat who makes it. ETN once more. And it gets his quickly here as he'll get a rip of looking to throw Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tracy Walker. And he's going to hit this one to the 23-yard line. First down, here's the one that cooked. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like the Jaguars some obvious discomfort in that last play. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To throw, here's Willis. And this throw is going to be incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. It was working in their favor. The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Come on, man.
His first touchdown. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first and 10, it's ETN. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 10 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top-5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power of game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
ETN up the middle, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. The Jaguars are a woeful 2-9 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On first down, Lawrence to Chenault on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means he'll be 4th down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Willis toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Up the middle, it's Cook. A little juke, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. These 2 teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Cook gets around him, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Willis looking to throw it. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a 2nd straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, the Saints and Bucks from Tampa. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Shemoy. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On play action, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with Cook. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Cook following the penalty. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 8. The shotgun snap to Willis. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out at his current pace. Sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
Or a victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Willis to throw it. He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. Now Willis on 1st and 10. On the slant, this is Chark. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they have
passed the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They go play action with Lawrence. That's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence over the middle. He's got Chenault. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's caught. It's Chenault again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Lawrence heads off, and Ryan Santoso in the field goal unit on now for the Jacksonville field goal try. Up and good for Santoso. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Second down throw coming by Willis. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and goal, Willis. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. And that's going to do it. Clock hit zeros. They're not going to get it. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Under pressure, they got him again. Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, catch it a little help here. You have to ask politely, because remember, they're going to play the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.